Yo, 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 what up? What's going on? How you doing? How you feeling? Hey, mama Neon. Give me a second to get this shit shared out. Get a couple people popping in and shit, see what's going on. What the fuck? Anyway, y'all know the routine. I don't know who's here, who's not, whatever. Y'all know the routine. If you want to join the conversation, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter. I tell you to hit me up on Skype, but I don't have that currently installed on my phone, so you can't reach me. Slide in my DMs. I'll drop you the link. I lost my lighter. And once again, continuously, constantly, always throw that invitation out to the many, 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 many people that I've seen and interacted with on Twitter. We'll see if any of the new faces decide they want to come show up. I doubt it, but you know, Corey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. I mean, look, I'm gonna put it out here just like this, man. After this episode, I am refusing to do another one until I can definitely get you all. That's just how it's gonna go. I want to know how many people out there expect me to come on here and just be like, now look at all these goddamn call models and blah blah blah. Like, uh, nah. Yeah, see, and that's the funny thing, Brandon. Like, if any of them actually knew me, like, I don't give a shit. I said it 2 days ago, maybe a day before. I don't know. Like as I started to see the shit starting up, I was like, "Yo, don't get me started. Y'all know I love fucking with you motherfuckers when it comes to this shit." Guess what happened? I got started. So now I'm trolling you motherfuckers, and it's gonna be hilariously beautiful for me. I don't care who gets offended, how it goes. Like this is gonna be funny. Shit. Where? What? Hold on, I got this. I remember how to operate this shit. Hold on, I got this. Big bad wolf. Blow it all down. It's about time. What? Oh no. Let's close it out. I got fucking cow scrubby stuck in my head. There is your link. You can join if you like. Appreciate you, TJ. My dog. TJ Funikoshi, man, that dude is a real stand-up guy. He's got a lot of support out there. He's constantly pouring the support out to pretty much anybody and everybody. Like if he catches you live, even if he doesn't, man, that guy's always supporting people. Shout outs to TJ Funikoshi. It's really easy, really simple. All you guys to do, hit the link, come join the StreamYards conversation. I have a lot of shit that we can talk about. There's a lot of shit that we can talk about. Um, one of the biggest things that I would like to hit on personally is obviously going to be character development. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm real big about the story aspects of what we do here in Call. I'm all about like how people are actually packaging what they're trying to get us to give our views to, rather it be like the actual videos on YouTube, rather it's the tweets on the timeline. Like at the end of the day, everything comes down to views and popularity and a whole lot of other shit plays factors into it. But That's the things that I'm more interested into. And I feel like there's a lot of people in this community that aren't very well known, but are very well educated in how a lot of people can either, like, in terms of show production, get better with the packaging with that, like whether it's something in the editing or like extra measure, adding music into it, whatever, or back to just pure character building. Rather, it's figuring out the best way to fine tune who that character is, and like how you can better implement the more complicated parts that you want involved, but the game elements restrict. There's a lot of knowledgeable people in terms of doing that shit, and that's more of what I would like to be able to do with this quote unquote platform, is bring some of those people in here and let them just rant and rave about the shit that they know. Like, for example, let's go talk to you there.
I'm not one of those people. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Don't lie to me. You can lie to them, but don't lie to me. I know better.
No, no clue what you're talking about. I don't do wrestling streams or any of this that such. So
Don't lie to me. Character
okay, I
building.
mean there was that one
Lying.
wrestling stream I did.
I mean, there's another one that we can make happen. Like at any point, all you got to do is say you want to do it.
I mean, if you remember correctly, you kind of like twisted my arm to get that first one done. So
I don't know what the fuck is going on out here, but that's like the fourth fucking ambulance that drove past.
everybody's gone crazy. I mean, that's a given, but
The weather gets slightly warm and people get shot or whatever happened. I don't know.
and holy shit, I'm surprised Jester's awake already.
I know, right? It was good to see you though, bro. As usual, as always. Now, one thing that I feel is very, very, very important when it comes down to your character development is obviously you've got to have a start point. You got to have that background. That's kind of duh, it's a no brainer. But the biggest key is knowing exactly where you want to go. Like it's one thing to have an idea for your storyline and your angle, but you've got to have a formula for what you want people to actually feel from the vibe that your character puts off. At least that's my take on it. Like I might be wrong, I might be right. It don't fucking matter to whoever don't want to believe it. But whatever.
I agree with you. Also, though, you have to know your character well enough to be able to react to whatever's thrown your way, how your character would react.
That is another big one because like there's a lot of people out there. Twitter is a very very good example of it. It's kind of like a hornet's nest. There's a lot of people that can get into character when it comes time to say things to people, but once something is thrown back at them, it's like that nest got kicked, and now they've got to go berserk and gotta do all of this drama for no reason. Uh, let's take this past week for example. A lot of opinions were thrown around, and a lot of people got upset by them. I hinted at that a little bit when I was talking about my trolling at the top of the show. It doesn't fucking matter. Uh, Point is, how are you gonna just take something that you personally know that you don't care about so fucking deeply? Like this is another person's opinion. You shouldn't really care about it if you don't interact with that person directly. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Call it what you will. Same thing goes for fucking your reactions. Like, you can't just expect to be Billy Badass King shit. I'm gonna go in and talk the most shit to whoever the fuck is out there and just think people are gonna sit there and take that shit. Somebody's going to say something back to you, and you have to either anticipate that and have some sort of quick-witted response already drawn up in your head, or just know your character well enough to have the appropriate response. If they come at you on some "you ain't shit, I'm gonna beat your ass" type of thing, then how is your character gonna react to that? He's in your face now. How do you react to that? Like, you got to remove yourself from the equation just to actually like give that character the life you want people to actually feel. It's a little bit difficult to put into words sometimes, especially like if you aren't like the best writer, if you didn't like fucking read a lot growing up or whatever. Like, it could be difficult to put into words, but that is neither here nor there. There's people out here that'll help you with that shit. You just gotta have the right crowd around you, know the right people. But the number one thing is to know what the fuck you are doing with your character. Because people cannot handle your character the way that you want them to unless we know what to expect from them, which is something that you would give to us in the way that you handle the character.
Like my character, for example, I am generally a nice person in character and out. However, in character, I have specific buttons you can push that will make me more aggressive.
Sonny, I swear to God, I will ban you from my channel immediately. Fuck out of here with that shit. I know that dude is cracking the fuck up right now. I didn't mean to cut you off, Cassie. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I don't know why I'm acting.
Do you have my YouTube open or something?
No, I have it closed.
I don't know. It might just be my shit. Travis Rex, what up, buddy? Good to see you. Anybody else out there lurking? Appreciate y'all dropping in. Of course, the support is always appreciated. Welcome. Uh, as always, as usual, anybody that wants to come in, join the conversation, slide in my DMs. Let me know. That's the only way I'm gonna get you the link.
Or just be like me and be like, hey, send me the link in the chat.
That also works. So, a handful of people can get away with that. All right. So Tony thought it was fun and games. He brought the little Rob out, and now he's got to go. Look, I'm gonna even pull it up on my phone so you can hear it. Fuck out of here, Tony. Go! Oh man, that echo is killing me. I'm sorry that I had to put y'all through it. Tony's out of here now. We had to ban him. He was on some bullshit, and he's gone now. He'll be back in 5 minutes.
So you didn't ban him.
Of course not. It's me.
And this echo really is bugging me. God damn it.
Well, mine was just for me having my phone volume turned up when I went to pull up the stream to ban Tony, quote unquote. Ban
Yeah, I don't know why mine's doing
it. But yeah, man, a lot of people out there, and here's another thing that I really, really wanna touch on. I don't know if it'll be something that you could split up between sides of call, be it fucking Xbox, PS, like I don't care. Uh, I don't care what side it's for, honestly. Call in general. If you run a show, if you use the highlight reel to make matches, do spots, whatever. Um, be accountable for yourself. It is not another person's responsibility to make sure that your material is being seen. Even if you don't have a show of your own, even if you aren't uh, confident enough to throw it out there on your own standards, if you're doing it for somebody else's brand, like you are still the party responsible for your material, for your content. Like, get that shit out there. Quit being a bitch. Jump on it. I hear a lot of people talk about how like they want to do stuff, but they can't because certain leagues aren't open, or like certain people don't want to work with them, or whatever. Like, there's a thousand different excuses, reasons, whatever you want to label it, for literally everything. But at the end of the day, like, we are responsible for the shit that we do. Period. So if you want to get something done, fucking do it. It don't matter who you got to work with to get it done. If you want the big name person or the big name thing, see, that's another thing. Look at that segue right there. A lot of you people get caught up in the quote unquote fame and the you want the spotlight. You feel like you've got to be the big deal in the community, and if that's the case, I hate to break this to you, but you might actually have a bigger problem than whatever brought you here. Uh, you gotta cut back on the call and get a little bit deeper into the real life, so that way we can get that disconnect out of there. Because this shit is not that important to anybody ever. Have fun, create stories, create things that make people laugh, that people enjoy. Like, that's what does matter. But all of this, like, oh, I gotta be at the top, like, fuck that bullshit. uh JAM, FAM, whatever company you think is the top, like, none of them are the top. There is no top company. Every company is on the same level. That's just point blank, period. Doesn't matter how much fucking work goes into it behind the scenes. Doesn't matter how many people support it. Like, none of that shit matters. Everybody's on the same level. You're just somebody running the show. You're just somebody on the show. Like, there's nothing different about anything. It's all the same under the
Travis,
sun.
I support DTE every month when I pay my electric bill.
That's funny. I'm sorry, Travis. I cannot support DTE. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Like I said, I support it every month.
I was not contacted to be included in this DTE thing, so I don't care about it at all. DTE can suck my dick. I'm sorry. Let me get back out of character for a second. I got into character for a bit.
Did you really, though?
And Corey, man, you right. And I actually got to witness a lot of that, and that's like, I understand being picky to protect your brand or to like avoid problems, but like, you don't know who the fuck you dealing with until you know who you're dealing with, and how do you know who you're dealing with until you deal with them? You know, I feel like a lot of nonsense that happens in this community is literally just because people can't stop sticking their nose up or smelling themselves long enough to realize that we're all here for the same shit. We're all doing the same shit and just work together to have fun. Say la Vito, you know what I mean? Anybody else wanna hop in on here? I feel like I'm rambling a lot about like some other shit. I would send Tony the link, but I don't want to hear from him at all. He's got bad takes.
I feel like the main root of everything is the lack of actual communication.
That's a big one too. Like,
Like people think they know what other people are thinking, so they make assumptions.
yeah, and they
And those
move based off of that.
assumptions tend to ruin a lot of things for a lot of people.
Oh well, I've worked closely with this person for the last couple of months, even though we've never actually talked directly. But we're kind of friends. We've been civil, so they should be okay with me dropping these like incredibly offensive fucking promos in their chat. And now a major massive problem broke out because Nope wasn't okay with it at all.
They should know I'm just kidding. No, you can't assume.
Always talk to people, whether it be about an angle you want to work with them. You got to know your audience at the end of the day. You got to know your audience. You got to know what fucking lines certain people aren't willing to go over, what lines they don't want to see you cross. You got to know what people are actually here for if you plan to cater to them. Otherwise, if you just want to troll people, be an asshole like I do on most days, have fun going nuts. Who the fuck cares?
To an extent, but there's still some things that are just never kosher to even joke about.
Fair point. I get that.
Like, prime example, sexual assault does not belong anywhere within this community. Plain and simple.
Flat out. Suicide, things like that. Like, we all know that. We know the hot buttons. Don't be an idiot.
And I swear to God, if I ever see anyone in a chat, a tweet, a group, doesn't matter where, if I see anyone ever doing shit like that, you will be put on blast quick.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of a guy that a lot of people don't really know about, but quiet is kept. I have a lot of friends in high places. I have no qualms making sure that any colossal pieces of shit get circulated and quote unquote blacklisted. Like, none at all. Oh man, and then like, hey, that's a whole nother topic. We ain't even about to get into that. Like, nah, man, we ain't gonna talk about the weirdos and shit out there.
I mean, to be fair to OnlyFans pages, don't hate their hustle. If they can make money on it and they're cool with doing it, let them do them.
Oh, okay, so I can't knock anybody for doing OnlyFans just because the platform itself wasn't intended for it to be used exactly as it is. So anybody out there that's willing to go ahead and jump on OnlyFans and make your grip, go ahead, get you a grip. Snatch the bag, just don't fumble it.
Hell, I've joked about doing one just because people are like so obsessed with my voice. Let me sit here and read something to you. All right. Give me the text. I'll read it. I'm good. Mind you, I'm joking. I won't actually ever do that.
Shit, I might. Why not? Fuck it. Put on my announcer voice. Just have them in there. And here you're going to be just ejaculating all over yourself, listening to the dulcet tones of this commentator.
Not quite there, bro.
Not at all. Like, no,
Not quite.
not at all.
Why does that not surprise me, Tony?
Tony's OnlyFans is him just rubbing butter all over himself. Hit him with the Michael Buffer.
I did hear a song on the radio the other day, Tony, and it made me think of you, and I laughed so hard.
Oh, man, that makes me wonder what it was.
What's the one song that he just randomly starts screaming?
Oh, okay. Yep.
But I say screaming, but I really mean singing.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I guess that's what he calls it.
Shut the fuck up, Tony. I'm about to put your ass back in the timeout box.
If you don't, I'm loading up your page to do it.
Jesus Christ. Man's is wilding today.
So wait, Shulky's about in your chat. Shulky, get to work.
You're right. Shulky does have a wrench here. Joe. I gotta sneeze, man. This shit won't come out. It's low key tilting me. That's kind of why I'm quiet right now. I'm trying to get this fucking shit to pass. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. Shit to pass. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Fucking weirdos. So, man, I think it's hilarious as fuck how many people out there throughout this whole week's little drama. What up, Tito? Good to see you.
Hi, Tito.
You have no wrench. What the fuck, Shoki? You're fired. Yep, you gotta go now, man. Bare naked ladies, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what? If Tony wants to come on this show, he is officially blacklisted. We cannot have TLW on this show at all whatsoever. This man has no chill. Can we get the people in the back to make sure that the producers?
There we go. I take care of that.
We'll just keep him from ever making another appearance here ever again. Like, nah, man, we can't do that. We can't. That guy is he's lost it. He's gone off the deep end. Oh man.
Well, he can think for 5 more minutes about how he talks.
He'll get it together eventually, someday.
No, he won't.
A long time from now. Now, for anybody out there that doesn't know the relationship between myself and Tony, he's one of my best friends, so I'm able to rag on him like this. You guys can't do that. I'll fuck you up.
And I can assist via proxy because I am his best friend.
Oh, shit. Threw my lighter at myself. This is what I get. I'm trying to flip it and shit over here. You know, weird. Anywho, I'm tickled by going back to a comment that Brandon Ace made earlier in reference to the drama that's been going on Twitter all week. For those of you that aren't active on Twitter or don't know anything about it, a person made a tweet asking for opinions in CAW that would be controversial. A lot of controversial opinions were shared. and a lot of controversy has been created since. One controversial opinion in particular being that there's too many female calls that are underdressed for the job that they are supposed to be doing. Which, as usual, mentioning the way somebody's car is dressed always starts an argument about, oh my God, it's not your call. Mind your business. Let people dress how they want to. Who are you to stifle creativity? And quite frankly, I just find it the most hilarious that like it's the most hypocritical shit ever, because the same people that are quick to be all like, oh, mind your business, let people dress how they want to, it's a video game, are the exact same ones that you see day in and day out berating somebody's call because they don't have a certain look or because they don't use textures or whatever the case may be. So how can you like tell people not to stifle your creativity when you spend a good amount of your time shitting on somebody else's creativity? But that's neither here nor there. Like these are people who, you know, Xbox sim call. Uh, you've gotta play it safe, quote unquote, because you don't know who you can trust, and people might be stealing your shit, your looks, your face textures, like all this other shit. If it's that deep, you've invested a little bit too much of yourself into what's supposed to be a hobby. That's number one. Number two, how are you spending so much time on the creation aspect of it that when it comes time for you to actually bring your wrestler to the shows, to the places where we are, you know, interacting the most, all you really got for us is views, is looks. Like you're not bringing us any matches, you're not giving us any promos, rather it be a edited promo using highlight reel, using share factory, whatever, putting it together on your computer, or just a typed up masterpiece letting people know what's coming, building up hype. Like all you got is the tire posts. All you got is like a quick little, I put this one little move together to show that I can do spots. Like that's all well and good, I guess. More power to you. Keep creating. Don't stop creating. I want to see more of the creations. I love it. That's beautiful. But create more wrestlers. Where's the personalities behind these wrestlers? Like, you know, man, that's a conversation for another day, I guess.
Now,
I don't
see,
want to start ranting and raving again.
I have a question for you, dear.
Yes.
How many of these same people that are talking about don't stifle my creativity, let me look how I want to look, are the same people that put people on blast for jumping in their DMs and trying to talk all sorts of inappropriately to them because of how their call looks and how they present themselves?
There's a good handful of them, which you should expect if you have your call on display like a piece of meat. Expect the animals to come to eat. I'm just saying. There's a very good handful. Honestly, you could probably just take two hands, like when you're about to drink out of a lake or a river or some shit. You got your hands like clasped together to keep the water in there, like a little bowl or whatever. Just go ahead and dip your hands in Twitter card just like that, and you'll shovel out a nice pile of them shit bags. Shut the fuck up, Tony. Yes, sir.
Now, don't get me wrong. I am not slut shaming because in character, my character's a fucking madam. She owns a brothel. She was in and slash kind of still is in the sex industry. So I am the last person to slut shame a character.
And there's
However,
like a good amount of people who are making very valid points and saying that you don't see people in actual wrestling dressed like these because of how easy it is for them to have fucking wardrobe malfunctions, and you get the rebuttal of this is just a video game, it's not real life. But you're talking about creativity, like your creativity, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna respect your creative ability a whole hell of a lot more if you can make something that looks sexy without you actually having to have everything all the fuck out. Like, that's just my take on it. If you can have the same fucking sex appeal that you've got in your bodysuit attire in a fucking suit or fucking pair of tights, pull that shit the fuck off. Do it. I will mark the fuck out for you every single time. It's just a little bit better to me. But a lot of them don't even have like anything beyond, oh, I'm just a bad bitch from this part of town. Like, okay, like, what school did you go to? Who were your best friends growing up? What was your favorite book to read when you was 12 years old? Like, you gotta have depth to these characters. That's the thing that makes them something that's more fun and more easy to play. I don't know. That's just my take. Again, I'm somebody who enjoys the story aspects of it. I love watching people create compelling stories, compelling characters. I love that shit. I used to read a lot, so I'm big on that. Shit, I still read a lot.
you and me both. But that I just personally think if you don't want your character to be treated like a $5 hooker, don't dress her like a $5 hooker.
See, my whole thing on it is like, and I don't want nobody out there to think that I take this shit to heart. I take this shit too seriously. Like, at the end of the day, this is your character. Do whatever the fuck you want to with them. I am throwing this shit out there to those who are looking for the ways to get the receptions that they want. I see the messages, Tony. I am not acknowledging them because you are leaving me audio messages while I am currently doing the talk show, you fucking moron. I'm going to ignore them. Fuck is wrong with you? I'll check that shit when I get done. But like, this is shit that's being said for people that actually want to get the reactions that they desire. Like the people who are beating themselves over the head for how they can get their cause over, how they can get more exposure, get put into the shows that are giving them the hard times. Like you're trying all of these shits and it's not working. It's not because like it's not working. It's because you're not trying the right shit. You're either picking something up and putting it down too fast for it to actually stick, or like you just got a half-assed idea and you didn't actually crease it out enough for it to make sense to the people. Like whatever the case is, man, I just want to help people out, and I got a nice group of people behind me that occasionally pop in on this shit, give their opinions out, help people out as well. So like at the end of the day, like this shit's just cause, this shit's just a hobby. Like this shit ain't putting no food on my table, ain't keeping my bills paid. But like it's still something that I'm going to like put effort into with what I do in it because of the fact that I am wasting my time with it anyway. I might as well enjoy it, you know? But I don't know. I feel like I've left this door open long enough apparently everybody is either too busy, too scared, or too well, I don't know. I'm not going to throw anything out there. Just as I left the doors open long enough. I'm kind of just here talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all, but like the whole point of this show is for me to bring people on to talk to them and have the people watching get to know them a bit better. So if it's literally just me and like Cassie, who's
Me.
not that active in call, like then it kind of defeats the purpose of me doing the show. So with that being the case, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and kill this shit. Anybody that watched it, I appreciate you tuning in. Leave some comments. If you got anything specific that you'd like addressed, drop it to me either here on the comments, in the DMs, whatever. I don't care. Uh, Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Quit being bitches. Quit being assholes. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do, just do it all the way. Don't half-ass shit. In the meantime, in between time, fuck y'all couches, bitches. God damn you, Ben. As I'm about to kill this, you know what? All right, I respect you. Let's go. I'll wait for Duke Zenda. We'll get Duke Zenda in here. We'll get GPW in here. Fill this dead air. He's got some interesting perspectives too. He's a damn good individual when it comes to the call scene. Outside of it, though, he could be a piece of shit at times. No, I'm just kidding. Hello there, Mr.
Yo,
GPW.
yo, yo.
Hi,
What's
Ben.
up? What's up? Cassie. Yeah, I was in the middle of editing, and I was listening, and I just wanted to give my opinion from a owner's perspective, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
So how I've seen it, we've had in GPW, we had someone who did wear um, closer to a lingerie type of attire a couple seasons ago. And the reason why we were okay with it with her was because it it worked with the character she was presenting, right? Um, I feel like when you do that type of attire, unless like you're just doing it just to do it, at the very least make sure it matches the character you're trying to portray as the wrestler. If truly there's no reason why you're wearing it, I don't think you should wear it. Um, because again, like I think I've said this multiple times when I've been in here. At the end of the day, a Fed owner is looking for the character underneath the cloth, and if it's nothing more just I'm hot, then that's nothing really. At the end of the day,
Facts.
Truth.
And I feel like, and I could be wrong. Honestly, I could be wrong. And I would love it for anybody out there to correct me if I am. But I feel like the reason why we see so many of these attires is in a spirit of one-upsmanship. It has nothing to do with the actual cause themselves. It's because somebody saw one that looked good and thought, I can do it better. And so they felt like they had to. And it just keeps going and it keeps going. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Also, from another perspective, it could just be down to the simple fact that a lot of females in CAW aren't real females. And they're a little bit of a pervy kind of guy, and they like to see women characters in almost nothing.
That's also facts.
I mean, let's be real with that.
That's also facts. I mean, just like every other game in the world, any female characters in gaming, period, 70% of them are dudes.
more
That's
than likely, yeah.
Was that GPW?
Yeah, that was me. I was just saying more than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I gotta go back. I gotta finish editing. Cheap plug. Watch Formula One tomorrow. It's gonna be fire. Later.
Bye bye.
Definitely tune in to Formula One tomorrow. Roughly about 1 p.m. Central or Eastern. And I don't know, man. That time fluctuates sometimes. It's usually about 1 p.m. my time, 2 p.m. my time, somewhere in there. I'm Central, so if anybody don't know that, figure it out. Shut up, Jordan. Bro, like we somebody tweeted it out. I don't know exactly who it was. I want to say it might have been Amy, but we need more big girl calls. Like, it's just a reality. We need more of them. Why everybody got to be sexy? Why everybody got to be models? Like, where the big girls at? Whether it's like big as in tall and muscular, or big as in just like a big girl.
Okay.
We need them.
In English, Chris wants more calls where you can be like, them thighs though.
No, because majority of these quote unquote models is all thick because that's how you gotta be. You gotta be thick. You gotta have the hips. You gotta have the ass. That's how you gotta be. But I want more. I want more diversity.
More realism.
I want more diversity. I know not to expect no realism because of quote unquote this is a video game and that's gonna be way too much. So like, fuck it. I'm gonna let people do what they want to do, and that I just want to see more big girls. No, Tony, suck my nuts. Not checking shit. But as I was in the middle of doing before, GPW wanted to share his perspective. Since we're not bringing anybody else in here, peace. We'll do another one when we do it. In the meantime, in between time, fuck y'all couches. I'm out.